What's up, goodie? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen. How to cook, and your girl is here to lay it on you, honey. How to make homemade bread fast, easy, and simple. Now, if you are here and you're watching me for your very first time, be sure that you have subscribed. If you have not already subscribed, where you wait upon, go ahead and do so. And then turn on your post notification settings. Why, you might ask? To be reminded every time your girl upload what? A brand new video. You ready for the recipe? Make we get started on the thing then, no?
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to him some respect. All you need to do is just give him what you forget. Turn your back.
Alright, now goodie, make we get into our bread recipe, and these are the ingredients you need. Alright, you're going to need bread flour and salt, white sugar. You're also going to need water and cooking oil for the recipe, and all of the amount and everything that I'm using will be down in the description box. Now, this is what I'm using to make my bread rise up. I'm using my instant yeast, and I'm using 2 packs of that. Now, all you have to do here is get 7 cups of bread flour and add the yeast to it, just like so. Then you want to go in and add the salt, and you are going to add your white sugar. That's going to balance out the entire ingredients. Then you're going to add your oil. Any oil of your choice is fine. There's no particular special oil or anything. Just use what you have. Then you want to go in and add the water in, and make sure that your water is warm. So go ahead and pop it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. And then you pour it into the mixture. Go ahead and combine everything together like so, because we are attempting to make one of the most nice, soft, fluffy bread for sandwiches or just about anything you want to make for this kind of a quarantine. Now, make sure that your hands are nice and clean, and we are going to go in and combine all that and give it a nice little combination mix right there. So make sure you get everything all up. Make sure again good that them hands are nice and clean, and in a nice clean kitchen for your nice clean food. Goodie, that's how the thing set straight. Now, after we have done this step, what you're going to do here is go ahead and always use the bread flour for the recipe. All you have to do is go ahead and get some of that same bread flour and sprinkle it on top of your clean countertop like so. Then you go in and pour in the bread flour mixture onto the flour. Alright, like so, just like this, not skip nothing. Now you want to go in and get your fingers is going to do the work. You are going to get some good exercise on the hands and the fingers then. Sprinkle some flour on top of that and just use your fingers to massage the dough. Nice, just exactly like I'm doing here. It is going to take a good 10 minutes of kneading this thing, because the more you knead the flour is the better your bread is going to come out nice and fluffy. So you don't want to rush it. Just go ahead and give it about 10 minutes of kneading time right here. If it is still sticking, you want to go ahead and just sprinkle just a little bit more of the bread flour to it. Massage it, massage it, massage it. Now, after you've done doing that for 10 minutes, go ahead and get it into a nice circle like so. And in that same container that I used to start the recipe, I'm just going to go ahead and add some oil to it and just rub it all over the container so that when the bread is rising, it will not stick to the container. Place it in there and let it sit for a total of 1 hour. 1 hour later, that is what it's going to look like. It's going to triple in size. If you knead the thing properly, right, it's going to triple in size. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go in and give it another nice little kneading, perfection type of kneading, right? So, like I said, the longer you knead it, if you knead it for 10 minutes before, you're going to have it perfect just like so. Before you do that step, go ahead and sprinkle some more of that bread flour on your clean countertop and pour out the mixture on top of that. Then you go back in again with some more bread flour, sprinkle it upon it, and massage the dough again using your fingertips just like so. You're pulling in and then you bring it out. So all the time I'm going into a circular kneading motion just like that. Now I did give it another 10 minutes of kneading time right here at this step. As you can see how nice and fluffy and smooth it is, that's how I want it, just like that. The more you knead it, is the better your bread are going to taste when you're ready to eat. Now go ahead and just get that bread flour on there, and I'm going to make 2 loaves out of this dough. Right, so all I'm doing here is cutting it into hopefully 2 equal size. Hopefully it's always come out one bigger than the next one when I'm all done, but nevertheless, go ahead, sprinkle some more of that bread flour on there, and you're going to do that same circular motion of kneading onto the dough just like so. With your fingertips, stretch the dough, just stretch it, and just go ahead and just give it that circular motion, kneading time that it so needs to rise. And always remember, if you feel like it's sticking on your fingers or your surface, just sprinkle just a little bit of the bread flour. You're going to be just fine. Alright, so now I'm going to fold it. It bends, press it in, and I'm getting ready to shape it up to put it into my baking tray. As you can see here what I'm doing, and then I pinch the ends to hold it together. Perfect, perfect. Alright, now this is my baking tray, and all I did was spray some non-stick cooking spray to it. You could add olive oil, any kind of thing, butter, anything on the baking tray, just so you don't want it to stick. And so I'm going to do the second loaf. I'm going to do it the same way that I did at the very first loaf. Just give it a really good knead into the circular motion, in and out, but always look like a nice fat circle. And that's all you need to do. Now, if you're still here watching me making this wicked bread, make sure say you subscribe and make sure say notifications are on, because if you are subscribed and your notifications are not on, you will never ever know whenever I upload recipes like this, and they're always good. Now, if you had requested a recipe and your notification is still not on, how are you gonna know someone upload the recipe where you requested? That's because you didn't check your notifications. So make sure say notifications are on. Alright, goodie? Alright. So I went in and sprinkled a little bit more of that bread flour on it because it was sticking a little bit. So sprinkle it on there, boo. If anytime you feel like it has stick, just sprinkle the bread flour upon it. It's going to be perfect. Now, if you're still here watching, make sure you say go over and subscribe to my second channel, Life with Juliana. The link for that channel will be down below, as there is absolutely no more vegan recipes here. So all your vegan needs and DIY projects and anything that comes to mind will be on that second channel, Life with Juliana. So just go downstairs and click the link, and it will take you right over there. Alrighty, so now that looks oh so good, and I'm going to allow it to sit and rise again for 1 hour. 1 hour later, that is what your loaves are going to look like. It is going to rise beautifully. If it didn't rise like this, you did something wrong. You did something wrong, honey. It has to rise above your baking tray, at least an inch above your baking tray. Just like so. You're going to put this in a preheated oven only, and everything that I'm doing here will be listed down in your description box. It does take 40 minutes of baking time. So make sure you check your description box, alright? After 40 minutes, your loaves are done, and that is what it looks like. Now, what I did was go in with some of that vegan butter, melted it up, and I poured it all over my loaf while it was still hot. And let me tell you something, this house was smelling like a bakery, and these loaves was perfectly done after 40 minutes of baking time. That butter just melted all up on that bread. This is good for vegans or whatever. Yes, honey. Perfect loaf of bread. In your kitchen, you could do it yourself, boo. So while we're in the house quarantine, just make sure that you're getting your bread, fresh bread from your house. Yes, boo. So good. Nice cup of tea. Perfect. Now, that is what it looks like after I laid that vegan butter spread on there. But this is what I like to do to make my top pot like really soft and munchy. I always go ahead and cover it up while it is still hot with plastic wrap, and just let it sit until it's cool. Let me show you what it looks like after I let it cool. When we wrap it up in the plastic, it is so out of this world. It's nothing like the Jamaican HARDOUGH bread, that's for sure. That is what the top layer looks like after it's cool. When we wrap it in the plastic, that is what it looks like. Look at the loaf of bread, how it look. It came out nice and soft and spongy and perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't get any better than that. You're going to love it when you do it. Trust me, goodie, when you do this recipe, you will never buy bread again from the store. It is easy to make, and it doesn't have no preservative in it. Best fresh bread in your kitchen ever. Straight. You have to give this recipe a try, boo. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Look at that, oh, it's spongy. See it's spongy and nice? Spongy. Now, when I cut in the bread, look how it look when you cut in it. It's just soft and just, oh, so good. Look at that. The perfect loaf of bread ever. Perfect. Nice, soft, spongy, and filled with so much yumminess. Good for your sandwich, just peanut butter, jelly, whatever you want. And you have those kids at home, you better make this bread. It's going to save you time and money, honey. And there's nothing like some good homemade fresh bread at home anytime. Look at that. The perfect bread in your kitchen. Now, I hope you enjoying the recipe so far, because after you put your butter pan the bread there, look how it look nice. I did go in and add the vegan butter spread to it. Oh my goodness, with some of that good tea. Oh Lord, the thing was off the chain. You have to try the recipe. Go to try it. You're gonna love it. You are gonna love this one. It is so good. And remember, everything that I used for the recipe will be listed down in the description box. So don't tell me it's a good idea, make the bread and you not tell me the ingredients are it's down there, boo. I got you. After I bite into that thing, it was, look at moon and star type of thing. What say? Perfect bread. Oh my goodness, you have to give it a try, boo. You have to try it. Homemade bread, fast, easy, and simple. Give your girl a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, bring them come and send them come and tell them we're going over here. After you done do that, tell me where you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.